I'm Will Penny. I'm in Akron, Ohio, and I have a company called Social Orchard. And basically, for the last 2 years, I've been helping realtors improve their referral-based business by staying in touch with their past clients in their sphere by using Facebook as a group. So I'm going to share my screen here and go through this slide deck because it'll keep us on track. And the goal today is I'm going to go through this and I'm going to show everybody the inside of my group and show you how powerful it is. So basically, we're talking about how to increase referrals with a private Facebook group. Again, Will Penny. I've been a realtor for almost 35 years now, believe it or not. I had my own brokerage for 21 years, and I have a team of 4, and we sold just about 200 homes last year. Yep. And the vast majority of our business is from referrals. So going into 2021, my biggest fear with all of these companies out there, third-party companies, so many distractions, we're all trying to make our way on social media. A lot of us doing it very haphazardly, just for the sake of doing it because we see our friends doing it. And I don't have that mentality where I'm going to do dances on TikTok and that sort of thing. So I've struggled with social media. But the one thing that I did realize was that we were having a heck of a time staying in touch with our past clients. So here's a pretty shocking statistic. 91% of buyers and sellers, according to the NAR, say they will use their agent or refer their agent in the future, but only about 13% actually do. And it's not because they changed their mind, it's because they forget about us. And the problem is that we take for granted that people will remember us when they go to sell their house. And we don't do a very good job as humans and as business professionals in staying in touch with these people. So if you don't stay in touch with your people, then what happens is you got to work extra hard to find new clients, and you end up becoming a transactional agent, and that ends up becoming expensive because we end up depending on these lead gen companies that we pay 25 to 35% of our income to. These third-party companies, a lot of them are backed by Wall Street because they know that to get a part of a real estate commission is way more than if they have a subscription-based business or if they're charging for leads. They can get a lot more money. So that's what happens. They end up trying to become the hub to attract buyers and sellers to them, and then they in turn refer them out to us, and we end up working for these referral companies, and we become transactional agents. And that's not something I ever wanted to buy into. So what can we do? Well, we've got to stay in touch with our database weekly or daily so they don't forget about us. And the problem with that, there's not very many tools that we can actually accomplish that without actually being blocked or causing frustration. You can't email people daily. You can't call them daily. You can't text them daily. You can't mail to them daily. That would be very expensive. And obviously, you can't have a client event every day. But with a Facebook group, you can actually stay engaged with your sphere 7 days a week if you choose. Why the group versus a page? So I did a lot of research on this. Statistically, the personal page, by the way, Facebook only has 3 products. They have a personal page, a business page, and a Facebook group. Those are their 3 products on Facebook. Now, they've got some other tools outside of Facebook, but we're going to stick with these 3. And we are not the customer on Facebook. We're the product. So as individuals with Facebook accounts, all we are is the product for Facebook to run advertisements to us. So on a personal page, you're going to get about less than 10% of your friends. So if you've got 2,000 Facebook friends, less than 200 of them will ever see a post that you make. And too many of us as realtors, we try to use our Facebook pages for business, but we can't fight that algorithm. In 2018, Facebook came up with a plan to make Facebook much more like regular relationships, because before that, they started losing a lot of their members because no one wants to see their entire Facebook feed with hundreds of complaints, pictures of food, pictures of dogs, pictures of people bragging about their kids. people they barely know that reached out to them on Facebook because they went to high school with them. And then we quickly realized why we didn't stay in touch with them after high school. And now we're Facebook friends with them again. So Facebook, in order to make it seem more real, is that they only show their algorithm quickly realizes who you have a real relationship with. So they're only going to show you posts from people that they determine you to have a real relationship with, people that you actually send Facebook messages to, people who you comment regularly on their posts, you engage with their posts, and vice versa. And that algorithm really only lets about 10% of the posts that are of your friends actually come through to your feed. And you'll notice that you can go and click on friends of yours in Facebook, especially if you've got 1,000 or more. And if you click on their page, you've never seen any of their posts. And Facebook does that on purpose because they don't want to overwhelm us with posts from people that we don't truly have a relationship with. The business page, this is where they make a lot of money. Less than 5% of your posts are going to be seen with any of your business page followers. And the reason for that is Facebook monetizes this. So you can have a business page, you can have service providers post to your business page, you can post to your business page, and you'll rarely get any action. And the reason for that, until you start boosting posts, then your page is basically going to be a billboard that's facing away from the highway. So you get less than 5%. The third product that Facebook has is the Facebook group. Facebook started groups several years ago. There's now about 600 million groups. And COVID has really brought groups to the forefront. Facebook groups you can reach up to 100%. Facebook is completely behind groups because they know that if you're a member of at least one group, you're going to stay on the platform for at least 38 minutes a day longer. Because if you're in a running group or a musicians group or a real estate group or these big real estate groups that we're part of, you'll notice that whenever someone posts to those groups, as long as you haven't turned off your notifications, then Facebook is going to notify you with that little red bell or whatever it's called, saying that so-and-so from Real Estate Mastermind Group or Real Closers or whatever it is posted to the group so that you check on it. And they know that you're going to check on it because you have a common interest. You've joined a group that you chose to be in. So if it's a traveling group or a crochet group or whatever it is, a hiking group, a gun owners group, a Camaro owners group, the reason they have all of these groups and they've gotten right behind them is because they know that you are going to stay engaged with people that have common interests with you. So hopefully that makes sense. So I started thinking towards the end of 2020, if I started my own group and I use the tools that Facebook provides me, I could create a Facebook group with my friends and family and past clients, and they're going to be notified every time I post to that group. Here's some more statistics. I'm hoping I'm getting everybody in here. No one else is, okay. Over 80% of adult Americans are on Facebook, which is a shocking stat. 2.9 billion Facebook users are in existence now. That's almost 30% of every human on the planet. 1.7 billion Facebook group users. And I told you there's about 600 million groups. And Facebook encourages groups because group members stay on the Facebook on Facebook longer. That's all it is. All Facebook wants to do is keep you on the platform so that they can show you more ads because that's where they make their money. So what type of content do you post? This is where we as realtors make mistakes. We tend to post a lot of information about real estate sales. And the problem is that unless someone's thinking about buying or selling a home, they're going to completely shut that stuff out and they don't find it engaging at all. So when we're on Facebook posting about how many homes we're selling, how often we're selling them, how long it's taking to get an offer on a house, how many offers we had, although as this market starts to normalize, we won't be able to do that for much longer. But people want to know about things that appeal to them. So the best thing to post, the best types of content to post in a group, recommending contractors and service providers, they love that. Recommending fun things to do in your area or asking about fun things to do in your area, they love that. Home hacks and tips, designer trends and ideas, people really like that. And fun questions and caption this post. and then finally contests. The whole idea of having a successful Facebook group is you want to post content that's going to be engaging to the people, asking questions to get them to respond. If you think about how you respond on Facebook, if people if they post something that you find interesting and they ask you to comment, you're going to be much more likely to comment than if they don't do that. So the goal is to show them who you are and build loyalty and friendships with those people. So what type of content not to post? I've pretty much said it. You don't want to post home sales in a group. You don't want to post anything about your business in your group, unless you want to post things that are actually intriguing, like things you found at a home inspection. But you've got to be very thoughtful about posting anything real estate related. They don't want to know about any of that stuff. And you definitely don't post market updates. Save that for your business page and your personal page. Unless someone is thinking about moving soon, then they're going to drown out all real estate sales content. The most important tips for success with a Facebook group is consistently posting 4 to 5 days a week. Post during the most active times. I found that the most active times of the day typically are 1 to 3 p.m. The nice thing is, and I'm going to show you guys my group in a moment, and we've got 991 members in our group, and they're all past clients, people we know. We use our group as a CRM. As I said, about 80% of Americans are on Facebook. Anyway, because 80% of the Americans are on here, you can actually use your group like a database. You can friend request people that you know and past clients, and then you can invite them into your group, and you should constantly be growing the group. And in a year and a half, year and 10 months, we've grown our group to 991 past clients, friends we know. These are not followers. These are people that we have a relationship with. So consistently posting 4 to 5 days a week, post during the active times, 1 to 3 p.m. And then here's where it gets really important. Take 5 to 10 minutes a day to like the comments, to respond to the comments, and to reach out to the most active users. This whole idea of having a Facebook group is to build relationships and stay engaged with people. People are on Facebook all day long. That's the whole idea behind this. So be on the platform they're on and stay engaged with them. So you treat your group like a client event and just have fun with it. All right. So this is my Facebook group. You'll notice, let me go back and I'll show you our page, just to show you the difference between the page and the group. Oops. All right. So this is our page. We've got 1,800 followers. We posted a Veterans Day post, just like everyone in the United States did. And we had 3 or 4 likes. We post, it's time to turn your clock back, 4 likes. We post a listing, we had 9. But our pages look exactly the same as yours, and you get practically no engagement whatsoever. I put a market update on here, and I had 2 or 3 likes. 2 of the likes were from team members, so nobody even saw it. So it's not that the stuff sucks necessarily, it's that no one's seeing it. Now, if we come over to the group, 991 members, and we scroll down. Here's a post that we made. If you could quit your job right now and do anything in the world, what would you do? You'll notice the reach here. And if you have a business page of your own, take a look at the reach on the business page. We've got 991 members. So over half of the people in the group saw this post. So even 36 members commented. Okay. So the point is, and our group's called Penny Group EXP Friends and Family. If 457 people saw in their notifications that Penny Group EXP Friends and Family posted to the group, even if they didn't come in and look at the post, they saw a notification from us. So it's an eyeball, just like when you send a postcard out, except it costs nothing. Share with us your favorite Italian restaurant. We had 288 posts reach, 14 comments. That's a low one. 409 people. What you do for a living without telling me, 35 comments. 438 post reach on this next one. So the bottom line is that you're getting activity in here that you normally would never be able to create on anything but this. The other benefit of having the group is because it's a private group, people feel more, again, if you're in a group, you'll agree with me here. People feel more inclined to make comments because it feels exclusive and that they know that they're not like making comments to the world. It's just to our group. So if I come up here to the top and we come down to engagement, you can actually, Facebook will show you, like in the last month, I've had 718 active members. Think about that. 718 human beings that were active within the group. It tells you what the popular days were, the popular times, the best, the posts that had the most activity. Here when we had 515 people. So we're getting, the more people you get in the group, the harder it is to get everyone to see it. But a lot of these posts, we're getting a third to a half or more of the people within the group seeing our posts. Okay, so let me stop the sharing here. Okay, I got everybody in, bear with me. All right. Does anybody have any questions so far? Since there's only 7 of us in here, I'd like to hear what you guys think about this.
So how did you get all of your people to switch over from your business page over to the private group? Did you do a contest or something like that to get them over there? Or
Nope.
did you just invite them?
What I did, there's 3 ways to invite people. You can, your personal page is automatically linked to your group. So you can invite the people with, here, I should have shown you that actually. Okay, so if I come back over into my group here, oops. Let me move this. See the invite button here? So you can invite your Facebook friends, you can link your business page to this, and you can invite via email, and then you can also, let me go back over here. Invite your friends. So you can click all the friends and invite them. And then down here, you can create a QR code. So you can post the QR code to your, as a post on your regular Facebook page. You can send it via email. You can send it via Facebook Messenger. You can send friend requests. And then every day, you'll notice, like on Facebook, while I've got this here, people you may know, you can go through here and go, okay, who are these people do I know that I care about? And you invite them as a friend, because Facebook knows what you've got on your phone. So they'll actually put the suggested friends list from, like, as you meet people, like this Isabella here, she did balloon art at she's like 18. She did like balloon art at our client event in October, and then somehow she showed up as a suggested friend. No idea how, but so my point is, Facebook's going to find people you know, and all you do is you add them as a friend, then invite them into the group, and you just make it a habit. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thanks.
I think I know the answer, Will. I've got one.
Yeah.
I've got my EXP brokerage business, buying and selling real estate. Then I own a property management company, totally separate company. It makes sense, right, to have 2 groups and not one from a.
We don't have, I mean, this group is just for our clients. This is
right.
This group is so, again, in my own world, I thought, I'm having trouble staying in touch with everyone. And we have 2 client events a year. We have at least 2 a year. We just had one where we hired a photographer. We had 100 clients show up to get family photos. We had 170 people show up to a brewery in the spring. We call and text our clients quarterly. I send out weekly BombBomb market updates. I mean, I'm staying in touch with our past clients a lot, but it's still not enough. By having the group, you're on the platform they're already on. So this, like, there's all different ways to have a Facebook group. But what I'm talking about here is a way for you to stay in touch with your, if you're in operations, staying in touch with your past clients, your sphere of influence, friends, people you know, because most of them are on Facebook, and then scraping them all into one community that they see you every day. But you can have as many groups as you want. I mean, I have a realtor group, I've got a EXP organization group, and I've got
Gotcha.
my past client group. The one I was
Right.
showing you, I have no realtors in there. I have a couple of lenders in there. I have a couple of home inspectors in there because I want to provide value to them. But other than that, it's just past clients, contractors. It's a community group, and I'm the mayor of it.
Gotcha.
Anybody else have any other questions?
Will,
Yeah.
hey, I have a question.
Hi, Cindy.
Hey, so, what is the difference? This is gonna be a stupid question.
go
Because
for it.
I'm kind of ignorant, but, what is the difference between how to create a group and how to create a business page? What is the difference?
Major business page. You must have missed the beginning. So Facebook has 3 different products. They have a personal page, a business page, and a group. Are you active on Facebook?
This is for my husband, Tony. I'm helping him do it, so.
Oh,
it's for
yeah.
him. So he's the one doing it, and I mean, he's the one that's on there, but I'm the one doing all the back office stuff for him.
Business page is a static page like a billboard. So business pages are designed for broadcasting. Groups are
Okay.
designed for engaging. So there's a big difference between engagement and conversations and broadcasting. It's almost impossible to use a static business page to get into conversations and engage people. If you go to your business page, you'll see it's dead. It's got no heartbeat. Unless you're spending hundreds of dollars a month boosting your posts, and all you're going to get is likes. And I don't care about likes. They don't pay my house payment. You can't take a picture of likes and send it to Chase Bank and have them use it to, towards some of your house payment. What I care about is relationships, engagement, so that we stay top of mind with people, so that especially this time of year, when they go to Thanksgiving events, Halloween things, get-togethers, sports things, and they're hearing from us every day on Facebook, on their phone, where they are already, then there's practically no chance that they're going to not think about us, if that makes sense. That's not going to happen with a business page. Now, we still post to our business page. We put all our sales there, but it's more like a website. People will check out your business page when they're thinking about hiring you. But if they're part of a community Facebook group, then they're part of your world. They're going to start feeling part of your world. Do you see the difference?
Yeah, and the way you create it though would be, there's probably just a place in Facebook somewhere where you create the group. I haven't created a group, so
Oh.
I don't have to do that. So is that part of Social Orchard? Do they teach you how to do that?
Yeah, our company, Social Orchard, basically we show you, you can do it for free on your own, but here's what will happen. You'll get busy and you'll stop finding stuff to post.
Right,
That's what will happen. You're not going to continue. You're going to get excited in the middle, at the beginning, like we do on everything. Our whole lives are like New Year's resolutions. Like everything in our life is a New Year's resolution. You get into something new, you stick with it for about a week or 3, or if you're really good, 6, and then you drop off. We're terrible at creating good habits and excellent at creating bad habits as humans. And so because of that, if you don't have a group, then you need to think of another way to not have other people poach your clients, because in this day and age, everybody's after our commissions. And I get listings from Fast Expert, Effective Agent, UpNest, OpCity, but they all are spending millions of dollars, sometimes tens of millions of dollars, to advertise online, giving them an offer. And don't be so, and when I'm not speaking to anybody here, but don't be so arrogant thinking that your people are going to be loyal enough to you that they won't go and try to get a rebate on a commission or something else. If you have not been doing your part to stay in touch with them and be part of their world, not just when they need you as a realtor. So we provide all the content that you saw in my group. The reason I started Social Orchard was because I had my business coach asked me to do a training on groups because every realtor has to have a Facebook group. They can have a business page too, but if you have a Facebook group, it's just way better, right? So I was asked to do a training. I did it. Afterwards, they're like, well, what about the content? Can we get yours? And then something clicked. I'm like, sure, because I spend so much time because I'm a freak about everything I do. I spend so much time creating the content. I don't hire it out. I do it all myself. I create the content. And the stuff that does well in our group, we batch it up. And then Michael Zobek, who's on this call, he owns a company called Agent by Design. We send it over to him. And then we have a program where we share it and we post it every day to your Facebook group for $89 a month. And so you have the content, you create the group. It takes 4 minutes and 37 seconds. It's the quickest I've set up a group because Facebook treats us all like we're morons. So everything they have on there has to cater to the lowest common denominator. So you can create a business page in 2 seconds. You can create a group in literally with all of the proper settings, connect your business page. I've got a video and it took me live 4 minutes and 37 seconds. So you can have the group set up. We show you how to grow the group. I've already told you what to do. You invite your friends. Every day you look for new friends. You start thinking of Facebook instead of just a waste pit to suck the brain out of your head. You can finally just use it as a CRM because everybody's on there. So if you've got a group, you friend request them. This is the process. Friend request them, invite them into your group. And if they don't accept the invite, send them a message. And then before you know it, you've got 200, 300, 400 people in there. I've got my team in there. They invite all their friends and past clients into the group. And all you have to do is post one time a day. It's the most scalable thing ever. You post one time a day and it makes it sell. That post goes in front of everybody in your group for free. We solve 2 problems for you. We create the content and I'm not a guru. I'm a very active realtor. We sell again this year. I don't know how many houses we've sold this year, but at least 150. I personally sell almost 60 houses a year, just listings now, thankfully, and I'm working my way out of it. But I care about my group. We use it as a purpose. So I create the content and then I send that same content to the agents. So we help you create the group. That's easy. We create the content for you. Otherwise, you just won't do it consistently. And the fact you couldn't hire someone to do it for $89 a month. You couldn't get someone in the Philippines to create content that you'd actually use for $89 a month. It'll just be garbage. And if it looks too polished, people don't respond to polished stuff. Think about how you are. When you see videos on YouTube that seem like they're a little bit jittery, they're much more edgy and attractive than something that's really polished. So none of the posts are branded. They're not. We go out of our way to make them look a little rough so that they look homemade. That's the key, right? And then Michael, through his company, Agent by Design, he has a program where it just posts automatically to your group for you 4 or 5 days a week. So then all you have to do is continually find people you know how long it takes to add a friend. It's like moments. It's not minutes or hours. You add a friend, then you go over to your group and you invite them into the group. It takes you a total of 20 seconds. And as long as you make that a habit, you start switching up your mindset so that you start focusing on that group as a very effective CRM. If anybody told you about a program where you could get people into a community live, be able to interact back and forth with them live, you wouldn't think that existed, but that's what a Facebook group is. The most important thing is for anyone who wants to sell more houses and they don't want to pay referral fees and they don't want to pay for leads. I will tell you, after 35 years of being a realtor, having your arms around your relationships and making sure that your people, once you've done a fabulous job, you saw 90% of people say that they'll use their realtor again, but only 13% do. That's a massive drop because they forget about us. So if we can stay in touch with them this way and add that to the other things that we do, you got your phone in your hand anyway. So we're on Facebook anyway, so you can kind of manage it while you're on there anyway. So it's not having to drop it and do something else. It's not on Follow Up Boss or KV Core or Lion Desk. It's Facebook. And there's finally a way that realtors can use Facebook productively to actually improve their referrals and repeat business over time. I get referrals every month from my group. In fact, this past week, I got 2 listing calls, both Facebook messages, because the people are in my group and they see us every day. And I can't guarantee that they would have thought about me otherwise.
Hard time keeping folks engaged, or is it kind of tend to be a non-issue, overall and active?
Again, you keep them engaged with regular content that
Sure.
posts the same time every day, 4 days a week. We do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I used to do it twice a day, 5 days a week, but I've
Very consistent,
evolved,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
One of 3 things are going to happen. They're either going to see the notification and not look at the group, but they're still seeing
Mhm.
the Matt Johnson, EXP friends and family. They're still seeing that in their notifications. So they still notice your name. So when they go meet Kathy, their sister, who mentions they're going to sell a house, that alone will make them think of you. The second option is they're going to see the post and do nothing. So they're either going to see the notification, which is still eyeballs. That's like getting a postcard out of your mailbox, looking at it and throwing it away. You still saw it.
Brain impression though, yeah.
Yeah, you still saw it, right?
Yeah.
So the next thing is they'll either like it or make a comment on it, or they'll just look at it and scroll by. And you saw, we had out of the 991 members in the last 30 days, we had 718 active members. What else can you do in your life, of anything that you do with your business, where you can stay in touch that way, that often, that effectively? That's pretty much, it's not a gimmick.
Hey, Will, I want to add on to that.
Great.
Just because I work with a lot of the agents as well as Social Orchard. Our company, Agent by Design, we can help automate content, and we do so with Will and his content to his clients' Facebook groups. One thing we get a lot, and what we see, is agents will set up their group, they'll automate the content, and then they will never go in the group again.
Oh.
And they think and expect referrals to come back. It's the most common question we get is, no one's engaging. It's like you host a party. People are coming to your house, then you go in the back room and watch your favorite TV show while everybody else is in your living room looking for you. So if you automate your content, just like to your Facebook group, like if you automate, or your page, if you're never engaging with people, why would they engage with you? So we can help engage, post for you and save you a ton of time. But, I think one of the posts that Will showed was, what would you do in a sentence if you can't say what you did? You should absolutely be one of the first ones to do that, and people will follow suit. So that's one thing. You got to be involved with the group. It takes 2 minutes a day, if that. And then the other thing, there's always super users. And I like to call it like find your champion. So if you find like those people in the groups that love it and will comment on everything, if somebody hasn't commented on a post, just at them, put them on a comment and, have them get it started. So be consistent with your group yourself, find your champion. And then another cool thing that Facebook just added for groups is, and you don't want to do this a lot because it does annoy people, but you can do that at everyone.
Oh.
So it'll notify everybody. So if it's something that, you think is going to, Will said, so not do it a lot, but if it's something really funny and you're getting a lot of, comments on it, but you can always notify people through that as well. I have left groups because someone like once a week is adding me, everybody on it. So it's not something you want to use a lot. But if it's something hilarious or people are finding, valuable, it's something you could do as well to kind of get it kickstarted.
Right. The other thing that we do is about once a month or so, we'll put a post that says, hey, invite your friends to our group, please, but only if they're nice. We'll do that. So that way we have our clients and people we know inviting their friends into our group. And that accomplishes a couple goals. When they come into the group and they see us and they see that we have 900 and some members in there, it's like, whoa, they must be really good if they've got that many people in this group. And it feels exclusive. So now we get to build a relationship with them, and there's social proof. All the other people in that group, when someone new comes in, it's social proof that confirms that these are good people, right? So the other post that we make is shameless plug. If you know anybody looking to move, please refer us. We'll do that about once a month or once every 2 months. So, but again, they feel like they owe that to you. It's kind of like asking for a referral on Google after you've helped them buy or sell a house, right? And there's so many analogies we could use there. But once you've proven yourself and these people know you, we have people post at least once a week in the group themselves, like looking for a fence company, looking for a HVAC company. Then other members will say, hey, use ABC, we love them. And now you've got members engaging with each other. It's a community group that you're the mayor of. But where agents get fearful is they're like, oh, it seems like it's so much time. I have 2 comments to that. It takes 5 minutes a day is the first comment. I mean, it literally, I didn't have Facebook on my phone for a year, and I would just come home, grab my laptop. I would just go on and respond to the comments, and it would take literally less than 10 minutes a day. But think about all the other stuff we do on social media that's a gigantic rabbit hole of waste. You know, you're taking 5 to 10 minutes a day to actually respond to people that already know you. And you see people on Instagram, they're trying to do this on Instagram. They're trying to do this on TikTok. It's not the same thing. It's an open forum. When you have a private Facebook group full of people that already know you, that are developing more trust over time, it's a home run. It's a long-term play like a marathon, but there's no way that you won't get more referrals and more repeat business over time by having something in place. It's like farming, but with people you know. And, you know, I send a newsletter out once a month. It costs me $1,100. This is pennies. And you can stay in touch with them on the platform they are, and they don't have to go to their mailbox. And they're on their phone at work looking at Facebook. So it's not like, I mean, everyone's on Facebook all day not long now because of COVID over the last 2 years. We've developed this ugly habit, and you get to play into that as a real estate agent with your own private group. Is there anything you wanted to add, Michael?
No, I think that was perfect. Piggybacking off of what I was saying. I would love to for you though to tell people if they want to get started.
Yeah. So
we do have a free trial.
Yeah,
for people right now.
socialorchard.com. We have a free trial. You can just click 7-day free trial. It does ask for your credit card, but you can cancel it within the group, within the platform. You don't have to reach out to us. And you can get you'll get a month, you'll get the content, you can set your group up, you can see how the whole thing works. But if you spend a little bit of time on the front end, and again, it's why the average realtor only sells 7 homes a year, you know. But if you want to be successful, then you can just do a couple of little things and stand out and be successful. And this is a great way to build relationships. And I'll leave it on that. So socialorchard.com, it's $89 a month for an agent, and there's a 7-day free trial. If anybody wants a video on how to set a group up, send me a private message on Facebook and I'll send you a Dropbox link. We've got some instructional videos that we'll give you for free just for showing up today. And otherwise, go to socialorchard.com and sign up for a free trial. You won't regret it. It's a good value. Thanks everyone for showing up today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah,
Bye,
you guys have
everyone.
a great day.
So,
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
bye y'all.